Hey guys! In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get this all matte eyeshadow look. This has been one of my favorite things to do recently. It is super easy, super simple, makes you look like you tried super hard, but this literally involves 4 eyeshadow colors and it's super simple and I know you guys can do it. So if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep on watching. So for this look, I'm going to be using the Morphe X JACLYN Hill Bling Boss palette. This is probably my favorite because I love purples. But before I get started, I'm going to take my powder and I am going to put that underneath my eyes so it'll catch any type of fallout I get from the eyeshadow. And when we're done, we can just brush it away with one of our brushes and we won't have any fallout on our face. Just like that. Yes, you look crazy for a little bit, but hey, nobody's watching you do your makeup. Except all y'all are watching me, so I get to be the fool. I'm gonna start with the shade Hush Hush. This is just the lightest transition shade in the palette. And I am taking the Morphe X JACLYN Hill JH35 brush. It's just a fluffy brush. And I'll start blending that in my crease. Lighter shades are definitely what you want to use when you're just starting out learning how to do more intense eyeshadow looks. Your lighter shades are going to be more forgiving. So start with your lighter shades and you can always go darker. But remember, the darker you go, the lower you want to stay on your lid and do not go towards your eyebrow. I'm keeping this tucked pretty tight into my crease, going back and forth from inner corner to outer corner. And I'm going to blend till there's about nothing left on my brush. And then I'll slowly kind of push that up towards my brow bone. Just because we want to fade that color and not have any harsh lines. So you can see it's deeper in my crease and then it's blown out to more towards my brow. And that's going to give you a more flawless look. Blending, blending, blending till there's nothing left on the brush. And then slowly work it towards your brow bone, making sure there's no harsh lines. I'm going to mix together a little bit of Sparks and Rockstar. And I'm just going to softly do those because they are very, very pigmented. Making sure to tap off the excess. With this darker shade, make sure you stay lower in the crease and do not blend towards your eyebrow until there is nothing left on your brush. As you can see, it's just deepening it just a little bit with like a plummy shade. There's nothing left on my brush as far as product goes. It's very little, if anything. And then blend that up towards my brow now that there's nothing left in my brush. So now you can see the difference between these eyes. Adding that little bit of a deeper color is just going to deepen your crease and add more depth. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to do in my crease. This is literally like the easiest eyeshadow look ever. But now I'm gonna take the Morphe X JACLYN Hill JH41 brush and I'm gonna mix together the shade Mystic right here and Rockstar. And this is just like a flat detailed brush, just tapping it on both and then tapping off the excess. And I'm going to lay this all over my lid up to my crease. It looks crazy at first, I know, but wait, it's going to look real good. And this is where this powder under your eyes is going to come in real handy because I'm getting lots of fallout from these colors. So it's going to help you whenever you get ready at the end to brush it all away. Okay. So that's okay that it's not blended, but I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and then we'll come back and worry about blending all that out. So we look crazy, yes, but we're done with this brush now. That's literally all you need it for. Go back to that original brush you were using and then we're going to pick up that initial color again, Hush Hush, and you're gonna blend in the crease where that dark color meets all of your transition colors that you put in the beginning. And now you have a really soft and blended line. This is definitely more of a going out, night out on the town with your girls, or date night kind of look. This is not your everyday kind of look, but it's super fun and it's really, really simple. Now we're gonna take a really big fluffy brush. This is the JH01, and I'm gonna take just a little bit extra of the powder. Here's my powder. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit extra. I'm gonna wipe away underneath my eye so all of the fallout that got on our face won't smear onto our foundation we already put on. Okay, and now we're ready for our under eyes. So I am gonna start with the shade Rockstar, and I'm gonna take that on the JH43. It is a flat definer brush, and line that under my eyes very, very tightly. Just like that. We'll do the same to the other eye. Okay, and now we are going to take the JH39, and we're going to go into the very first shade we used. That is Hush Hush. We're going to take that on this brush, and we're going to go over top that dark color Rockstar. And we're just smoking it out so there's no harsh lines. And that you get a really soft and blended look. I will do mascara and lashes, and then we'll move on to the next step. And by the way, I'm using Lash Paradise. A tried and true, I'll use this forever. Mascara and lashes are on. The very last thing I like to do, I know we said we were keeping it all matte shadows, but I like to add a little bit of highlighter, more like a pop of a shimmer shadow in the corner of my eyes and on my brow bone. Nothing crazy, just adds a little bit of pop and makes things look makes your eyes look a little bit more open and bright. So I am going to take, this is just a Morphe brush. I could not tell you, it has no number on it or what. It's just a really tiny little brush, and I'm gonna go into Bling Bling right here, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner and on my brow bone. I'm gonna start with a little because you can always fill it and add more. And that's all for our eyes. So now we're gonna finish off our face, and I'm gonna start with bronzer. And this is what I've been using lately. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo Contouring Palette. You can tell I really like this light shade. And I'm gonna use the JH02. And really we're just gonna put this all over the outer areas of our face. While snaring, I am going to warm up the sides of my nose. This is another Morphe brush that has no number, but it's similar to an eyeshadow brush. It's comes to a little bit of a point, and I like that for detailing the side of my nose. Okay, now I'm gonna take that lighter shade that was in this little contour palette kit, whatever you would call it, and I'm using the JH07. Clean up that line just a little bit. So then it gives us more of a defined cheekbone. Our next step is blush, and I just picked this blush palette up. It's so cute. It's kind of, I mean, packaging is not that great, but this is Profusion. I picked it up at Walmart. These blush shades are so pretty. There's so many things to work with. But I think this is, I believe this was like $4.99, but I'm gonna take the JH04. It's a little bit of got a soft slant to it, so that helps really cuff the cheek, and then you can pull it back. I am gonna mix, I think I'm gonna mix, let's see, Great and Lush. So I like this deepness to help kind of match with my eyes, but I want to tone it down just a little bit, so I'm gonna add a little bit of blush in there. I look alive. And then we are gonna do highlighter. I am going to be using the Maybelline Masterchrome in Molten Rose Gold. And I am going to take it on the JH09. And then I'm just going to take my blush brush and blend that into my highlighter and my blush, just so it's a little bit more blended. As you can tell, there's a little bit of a line going on right about here, and that's just going to help softly blend that out. I am going to be lining my lips with AOA Studio in the shade 2406 Faded. I think I got this on that dollar makeup website. I'm obsessed with this color. It's a little dry, but I can deal with that. And what I've been doing lately is literally just lining my lips and putting that liner all over my lips, and then putting just like a little bit of a clear gloss over it. I love it. It's just like the most perfect nude. It's so good. And then I'm taking Joah from, I think it's from CVS. And it is Mirror Mirror Lip Gloss. It's just clear. Looks kind of colored in the tube there because I have put it on after I put nude colors on. Can't forget setting spray. I am using the Wet n Wild Fini Matte. Not my favorite, but I went to Ulta to try to get my setting spray, and I've been using the Morphe setting spray, which is so good. And they're out, so I had to get this, and so this was a cheap alternative. I believe this is around $5 or $6 too, so it works great, but I like the finer mist that the Morphe spray gives off. So, and that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to get all of the products that I've talked about or are curious about them, I will link them in the description box below, so take a look at those. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.